Everybody, welcome back to NBA Talk, and today we're going to be reacting to Bleacher Report grading every NBA team's offseason so far. There's been some good signings, some good trades for every NBA team. There's been a couple that stuck out more than others for certain people, and I'm just going to I'm going to give my thoughts on the grades that Bleacher Report gives every NBA team's off-season. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe to make sure that you never miss another video. And if you like the video, I'll do more of this. So, without further ado, let's start the video. So, let's see what the first grade. I'm guessing it's going to be like the Hawks first. Okay, Hawks A-. Yeah, they've been doing pretty good. Actually, getting Bogdanovich, I think he's I don't know how he fits really well with them. He fits okay. I mean, Chris Dunn's a good pickup, a great pickup actually, and I like their draft pick of Okongwu. I definitely think that this is a good addition, and I like Gallinari being added. Yeah, I think getting Dwayne Dedmon and Vince Carter off is definitely good for them, because I don't really think they're two guys that are going to stick around for very long, and I don't really think they helped the Hawks that much. So, oh, that's a ton of stuff. Okay, Boston Celtics C. Yeah, they got Tristan Thompson, who's a better center, but they also got rid of Gordon Hayward, who's they had a bunch of guys that could easily get 20 points, and they got rid of one of them. So, yeah, I mean, the contract's big, but I don't think they got enough back for him to be a good trade. And re-signing Jason Tatum is a no-brainer, so I'm not going to give them too much credit on that. Yeah, I think a C is a good grade. Brooklyn Nets, C+, yeah, that's fair. Re-signing Joe Harris, I think he's a good guy to have with KD and Kyrie Irving, and maybe even have him come off the bench. Actually, that's probably what they're going to do if they don't trade Karis LeVert, because they could have him run the 2 and force him to kind of play a little bit of off-ball. Garrett Temple and that other guy, I don't know who the other guy is, but Garrett Temple is not like the type of guy that you really have unless you're a rebuilding team, so I don't really feel too strongly about it. Landry Shamit's cool, and then nothing else I really care too much about. Hornets, yeah, I think they could get more of like a D+, because LaMelo's a good draft pick. I think they're definitely going to, for more getting on TV, on air, national television more, because I feel like that they really, there's no way at this point that they're going to get that many good free agents, because they're not a big market team, and they're not winning right now. And so basically they have to hope that they are a really entertaining team, and that's really all they have going for them. And I think getting on national television more often is really going to help them with that. So an F is kind of harsh, but it's kind of fair. Okay. I was kind of surprised when I saw the Patrick Williams draft pick. I definitely think that they could have gone for someone else, but I think he's a good pick, to be honest. I'm starting to think of it now more as better than I originally thought it was. And, yeah. That's really all I gotta say. Chris Dunn was a nice guy for them to have off the bench for Kobe. Wait, no, not Kobe. What? Yes, I was right. I had to think about it for like a second or two. But yes, it is Kobe White. So. And I don't really feel too strongly. A C- is fair, to be honest. I don't really feel too strongly one way or another. Cleveland Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro. I think that's a pretty good pickup for them in the draft. JaVale McGee getting some veteran knowledge, and Tristan Thompson's like an okay guy for them. Matthew Dellavedova, I don't really care. Honestly, they're not really. It's not really. A lot of these are like C's. There's gonna be a lot of C's because I feel like it's all gonna be C's, A's, and F's and D's. It's either gonna be bad grades, great grades, or C's for this offseason. The Mavericks, A-. Yeah, I definitely think that's a pretty good. Yeah. Josh Richardson, I think, could do well starting or coming off the bench. James Johnson's a pretty good guy to have on the team with Luka, in my opinion. Willie Cauley-Stein's a good guy that they could have either off the bench or starting, which is cool for them. B- for the Nuggets. I think RJ Hampton's a good pickup for them. And they could help him develop. And if he gets enough value in his first couple seasons, they could trade him for a superstar, or do whatever, or keep him, whatever they want to do. Mason Plumlee, yeah, that's a great guy for them to get off. And I don't really think Paul Millsap's too helpful for them, to be honest. So I think a B- is a good grade. Detroit Pistons, F. Jeremy Grant, okay for them. It sucks that they don't have Christian Wood anymore. Killian Hayes is a good pickup in the draft. I'm gonna say that a lot, to be honest. And no really notable re-signings, so I think they got like one guy, but I don't remember who. So Warriors B+. We got Kelly Oubre in a trade. That's great. And for them drafting James Wiseman, it was kind of a blessing and surprise that Steph and Clay got injured last season. So that they could get a good center to go along with them. Houston Rockets B, getting Christian Wood was huge for them. I think they could run him at the power forward with DeMarcus Cousins. That's going to be a pretty good big man, 2 big men. Robert Covington, he's cool with them, but I don't really feel too strongly about it. Yeah, I think a B, maybe a B+ would be good too, but a B's okay. B-, yeah. That's all you could really say is yeah for the Pacers. It's a B-. That's all I have to say. Clippers B, getting Serge Ibaka and Luke Kennard was definitely pretty good for them. Montrezl Harrell could have been like pretty. That would have been pretty nice, to be honest, with Montrez and Serge Ibaka. Landry Shamet was cool, but it is what it is. Marcus Morris, yeah. That's all I gotta say about it. Lakers A. Yes, I hate it when, and it's like this in regular everyday life. The rich get richer, man. The best team gets even better. They got Montrezl Harrell. They got Dennis Schroeder. They didn't really have to get rid of that much, to be honest. Dennis Schroeder is they're gonna be fun to watch, and there's no doubt who's the better LA team now, especially since the Lakers did win a championship. B, yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good grade. Maybe a B minus would be good, because there's not really anything too exciting happening, but I'm cool with a B. Heat, a B plus. Yeah, that's a good grade. Re-signing Bam, it's a no-brainer. Gordon Dragic is a good player for them to have. Myers Leonard's a pretty cool player for them also. And the additions that they got are okay. Jay Crowder was pretty fun to watch on their team. To be honest, that was the funnest part of his career for me to watch. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for the Heat. D plus, I think they could get a C. Drew Holiday's a good addition for them. Bobby Portis, Bryn Forbes, Torrey Craig, And getting rid of Eric Bledsoe, I don't think he fit really well with that team. And re-signing Pat Connaughton, it's pretty good, but I'd give them a C minus, not a D plus, but that's a fair grade as well. Timberwolves, I saw the C, and I was like, I gotta make the C noise. Anthony Edwards, I'm glad that they didn't pick Obi Toppin like I made the video about them apparently thinking about drafting him. He would fit better, but I think he's not a good pick with the first round pick, or first pick in the draft. Anthony Edwards was a good pickup. Ricky Rubio, yeah. And re-signing Malik Beasley was great. Getting rid of James Johnson, that's good too. He's not really that good for them. And moving on to the Pelicans, B, yeah, that's fair. Eric Bledsoe, I don't think he's like the type of player to be like your fourth or fifth option, but starting. And he's gonna have to come off the bench if I'm the coach. If I'm Stan Van Gundy, I'm having Eric Bledsoe come off the bench, and I don't remember ever seeing that. Re-signing Brandon Ingram is a no-brainer as well. Steven Adams was a pretty good pickup. And it sucks for them to lose Drew Holiday, but they traded him, so it's their fault. If anyone gets mad at you can't regret it, because you're the one who got rid of him in the first place. Knicks. Obi Toppin, best pick available. Nerlens Noel, I don't really care too much about for them. Alec Burks, okay. Austin Rivers, it's cool. Who's Emmanuel Quickly? I gotta learn who he is. Bobby Portis wasn't that important for them. Mo Harkless was okay. Yeah. And I don't know if re-signing Elfrid Payton was a great decision. I would have let him walk, to be honest. OKC, Al Horford. They're definitely going full rebuild. They traded Chris Paul. They traded Dennis Schroeder. They got a lot of picks. I'm pretty sure they have 17 first-round picks. I think they have around 30 in the next 5 years or something like that. That's insane. So, yeah. Magic D, yeah, to be honest, they didn't really do anything, to be honest. So, drafting Cole Anthony, okay, good for them. Dwayne Bacon's a amazing name, but I don't know if he's that good of a basketball player for an NBA player. I don't really feel too strongly about him, to be honest. 76ers B+. Seth Curry was a good pickup. Dwight Howard was a good player to have for them to have off the bench. Danny Green was also a great pickup for them. And good for them for getting rid of Al Horford. Josh Richardson was pretty cool for them, and Alec Burks as well, but hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Phoenix Suns, A-. Yeah, I definitely think they're going to be a playoff team this season, getting Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, two good pickups for them. Ricky Rubio could have been good off the bench, I guess, but whatever, it's okay. And re-signing Dario Saric, my bad, and Javon Carter. Trailblazers, Robert Covington, good pickup. I don't really feel too strongly about Derek Jones. Harry Giles, I liked him in Sacramento, but I just gotta deal with it, you know what I'm saying? But we ended up having Hassan Whiteside, so if you think about it, it's a win for Sacramento. And Rodney Hood re-signing and Carmelo, yeah. Kings B-, Tyrese Halliburton. I think that's a pretty... As a Kings fan, I can't complain about that. I think most people don't really think... I've heard that he gets criticized for not being able to guard point guards. Well, he's on the team with the fastest player in the NBA. So, sucks that we had to get rid of Bogey. Re-signing De'Aaron Fox, no-brainer. Kent Bazemore, I didn't really care about him too much. Alex Len, I didn't really care about. And signing, I'm pretty sure, Hassan Whiteside to a $2 million 1-year contract. That's good. I think there are two biggest problems with the Kings consistently is having a power forward, center, a power forward or small forward, and then a center. And they got a center, and that's pretty good. Or that's great, because they've consistently had offensive centers, and I'm glad that Hassan's there for defense. And Spurs with the C+, Devin Vassell, pretty good draft for them. C+ is a fair grade, to be honest. I think they should just go full rebuild if I'm whoever their GM is, so yeah. Raptors B, yeah, that's fair. Resign Fred VanVleet, no-brainer. They had to get rid of Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol, which sucks, but they got Aaron Baines, who I think is if you're a KOT4Q fan, you're glad that he's on a team that's good. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. C-, re-signing Donovan Mitchell, again, a no-brainer. Jordan Clarkson, okay. Derek Favors, cool, I guess. And Tony Bradley and Ed Davis, I guess. Yeah, a C- is a pretty fair grade. Wizards, C+. Got Robin. Denny Avija is a pretty okay pickup for them. Honestly, until they decide to go full rebuild, you can't really care too much about their picks, because you don't know how good. I think they're they could easily be a playoff team this season if John Wall is how good he was before his injury. And re-signing Davis Bertans. I don't know if it's Bertans or Bertans. I'm going to say Bertans because it sounds better to me. So let's move on. And that's it, actually. So, yeah. I feel like most of these grades were fair. Mostly because I haven't really... A lot of it I've been reading it on the fly because I haven't really been following the off-season too much. But for the most part, I knew all the biggest ones and most of them. So, yeah, if you want more reactions, like and subscribe because it helps out a lot. And comment who you think is what's the most slept on trade or signing that you think is going to be critical to a team's success or ability to rebuild. So, yeah, that's it. Hopefully you're having an amazing day, and peace.